We got the first Marvel movie to be releasing in theaters. That's right, in theaters, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And we went to go see this in IMAX 3D. That's right, IMAX 3D. And I don't think it's that bad like those mean critics are saying on Rotten Tomatoes, but we'll talk about it. Hi, how you doing today? It's Just Jess here. I hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, so we got the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and we went to go see this in IMAX 3D, and I absolutely don't think it's that bad like those mean critics are saying on Rotten Tomatoes. They probably just want to go see it in a regular format. Plus, if you go see something in IMAX or IMAX 3D, it does change your overall experience of the film, but we'll talk about it right now. So, should you watch this in IMAX 3D? Kind of, yes. Let's break down that question into two parts. First, for IMAX, absolutely yes for IMAX. Why? The movie is literally filmed for IMAX. You see up to 26% more picture only in IMAX. With that being said, the sound system provides powerful and immersive audio experience. Now for the 3D part, 3D was cool, especially during the quantum realm parts, but I could not find the movie was filmed for 3D. Just absolutely for IMAX, links below and pictures as you've seen here, but 3D was still a nice addition. So watching this in IMAX 3D, I still had a good overall fun time at the theaters, especially in this format, and I don't know why the Rotten Tomatoes are 48. I mean, I guess they had to do with the film itself, but watching this in the most premium theater format possible was still a fun time and bumps the score up just a little bit, but not too much. So after getting stuck in the quantum realm, the whole gang slash family has to find a way to get out. The movie feels like more of a family dynamic because now we have Catherine playing as an aged up Cassie and Janet joining in the team after they rescued her from the quantum realm in the past movie. So this is Ant-Man 3. I'm not going to refer to it as Quantumania anymore. However, if you've seen the first two Ant-Man movies, this kind of takes the direction into a new level. Let me explain. Catherine as Cassie, I think, honestly, I'm a dude, so I think she's absolutely perfection. She's gorgeous. Oh, I loved her in Freaky, but it is good because now she does age up into like a teenager or late teen or whatever, and she does have chemistry with Paul Rudd. Adding her and Janet back changes the group dynamic together, and this is something that I can absolutely get behind because it's starting to feel like the movie of this core-centric group, like family with different, like there's elderly, there's like adults, there's teenagers, and I'm here for it because there's like little romance, they're calling each other grandpa. I love where they're taking this group together in the future. Like, I'm all for it. This group is cool, it's funny, it's humorous, but it's also like nice to see them finally like be together in this team, because in the first Ant-Man it was just them three and then Janet, and now it's with Cassie, and I love it. I'm like, this is good. However, I do want to talk about Jonathan Majors as Kang is an amazing villain. I'm hopeful to see him more, but what we got to him, watching him in this film was amazing. Like, he does steal the show. He's great as the villain as Kang, and I can't wait to see what they do with his character more going forward, but there is a little issue that we have to talk about. So I felt like the movie went half and half on him. What do I mean by that? Well, he's supposed to be the next Thanos, right? Like, this is what Kevin Feige's saying, like, we're leading up to Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, like he's supposed to be the next Thanos. However, I felt like the movie went half and half on him because some of the scenes they played him up for laughs. Like, the movie is still more comedic than what I wanted it to be. Like, it's still playing off like Love and Thor, Love and Thunder. It's still like a lot of comedic moments, and then I'm just like, why? Like, it doesn't get into the realm of too silly like Thor, Love and Thunder, but it does feel like it is way more comedic for just no apparent reason. Like, there's some scenes where Kang is supposed to be really bad and really menacing, and yes, we do feel that, we do see that, his powers and his actions. However, sometimes when they show scenes of him or just the movie in general, it is still playing off for laughs, and I'm just like, why? It's getting boring. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but some of the laughs, some of the comedic stuff, as much as it does help sometimes and it does work some of the times, I feel like, nah, you don't need comedic all the time. Like, a movie doesn't have to be funny like every single 30 minutes, every 20 minutes. It's like overdone at this point. I'm just like, dude, like, this is supposed to be the next Thanos. Like, I never thought they played Thanos, especially in the regular like Avengers, that he was like laughing, and I'm just like, dude, like, Thanos is supposed to be scary, and Kang, you want us to believe that this guy is scary and stuff. Yeah, he is, but like, why would you do that sometimes? Like, make it more comedic. At the end of the day, Kang is amazing, and I'm hopeful that we get more scenes of him in the future because he definitely was a standout in this movie. But like I told you before, this movie is still trying to be comedic, especially towards the last half of the movie. Like, there's some meaningful moments, but I could not even get attached to some of these characters. I said this in my quick out of the theater reactions. Like, yes, there's action, there's big battles, there's fighting, there's magic, there's quantum realm stuff, and it's like all CGI fest, but at the end of the day, it's not bad CGI. I mean, yeah, it's CGI a lot, but it's still more like, it makes sense because they're in the quantum realm, but it doesn't look bad, especially in IMAX 3D, and I did have fun with it because there's a lot of action, but at the end of the day, there's some comedic moments that happen like throughout the battles where I couldn't get attached with the characters because I literally just met them like 15 minutes into the film, other than the core group that we just talked about, and some of the scenes where they play during the battles or the fighting or it's supposed to be very serious. It's very comedic, and I'm just like, why? Like, that doesn't, for me especially, I'm just like, dude, you guys are doing comedic a lot. And I know I said that before, but in terms of battling and fights and some scenes that should have been kind of better in terms of like seriousness, I'm like, whoa, that could have been a bold choice. But then of course Marvel, they played it safe. They always been playing it safe. Like, what's up with these risks? So this movie definitely has a lot of action. The last battle was cool. There's a lot of special effects, but it lacked emotional depth, meaning because like I said, we just got introduced to some of these characters literally 15 minutes into the movie, and it's like an all-out brawl. Yeah, he goes big, he goes small. We see Cassie suit up. Now I don't want to ruin anything, but it's seen in the trailers that Ant-Man fights Kang, and that battle was pretty good. I thought they were gonna lean into more of a heavy direction, but I'm happy to see what we got. But at the end of the day, they did play that for laughs, which I'm not really a fan of, because it's like, whoa, why would you do that? Like, Kang is supposed to be scary, vicious, like he's supposed to be like Thanos, but right now, as I stand, I can see why Kang could be like Thanos, and I'm not trying to compare, but it's just what the movie's making us to be in the MCU. At the end of the day, it's still a fun, amazing time at the theaters. Yeah, it's not gonna win any awards, and a lot of people, especially critics, are disappointed in this Marvel movie, and I can see why, but watching this in IMAX 3D, I still had a fun, good time. And please stay towards the end credits because it does set up sequels, stuff towards the future. But to be honest, I feel like Marvel just has a bigger problem saying that we need to start like ramping up to like these Avenger level movies. And I get it, they wanted to make this like a full-blown event, and it was, but at the end of the day, I just don't feel like it's that bad. Like those critics are saying, yeah, it's fun and it's action to be and it's cool, but at the end of the day, it's just like like that's okay, like this is just a filler movie to get to the next Avengers. Like, let's go, like come on, we need to start wrapping this up. Honestly guys, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this a B-. I do side with the audience. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And with that, take care, bye.